There's a moment. Every teacher knows it. It's 10 o'clock on a Sunday night. The house is finally quiet, and instead of resting, you're at a kitchen table, surrounded by paper registers, manually counting attendance, cross-referencing a spreadsheet that was already outdated on Monday. Or maybe you're the headmaster, and tomorrow there's a board meeting, and you need to explain why Form 3B's results still haven't been processed, because someone lost the mark sheet, or the file got corrupted, or it was just never done. We started building BitNova schools because we kept meeting these people. Good people, dedicated people, people who got into education because they wanted to make a difference, not because they wanted to wrestle with spreadsheets. At 10 o'clock on a Sunday night, imagine waking up on Monday morning and already knowing which students are at risk of failing, which class had the lowest attendance last week, which teacher hasn't had their results entered yet. Not because you chased someone, not because you spent a weekend on a report, but because the system already did it. Quietly, automatically, while you slept. That's what BitNova Schools is. Not software, not an app. It's the feeling of being in control. For the first time in a long time, think about that parent who never knew their child was skipping class, not because they didn't care, but because nobody told them, because the system couldn't. With BitNova, the moment a student misses class, their parent gets a message. Instantly. That's not just administration. That's a child's future protected before the damage gets too deep. Softer. And the student, they know someone is watching. Someone cares enough to notice when they're not there. Sometimes, that alone changes everything. Think about the exam registrar, who used to spend 3 days building the timetable by hand, moving teachers around like puzzle pieces, praying nothing would clash. Now, she presses a button. The system reads every constraint, every teacher's availability, every room's capacity, every subject's requirements, and builds a complete, conflict-free timetable. In under 10 seconds. 3 days. 10 seconds. What does she do with those 3 days now? Whatever actually matters. Think about the student who worked hard all year. Every exam, every assignment, and on graduation day, instead of a photocopy of a handwritten sheet, they hold a printed transcript. Their name, their scores, their GPA, their story on paper with dignity. That piece of paper follows them to every university application, every scholarship interview, every door they try to open. You made that possible. Your school made that possible. BitNova just made sure it was done right. We built 4 modules for pieces of a single promise, a student information system that handles every admission, every enrollment, every promotion. From the first day a child walks through your gate to the day they walk out with a certificate, an academic management engine that tracks subjects, results, and grades, and turns them into transcripts that any institution in the world will recognize and respect. A timetable generator that does in seconds what used to take days, and lets you edit it with a simple drag of your finger, and an attendance system built on QR codes and real intelligence, so that proxies are gone, paper registers are gone, and the truth of who showed up is always instantly known. Here's what we know. You didn't get into education to fight with spreadsheets. You got in because you believe, deeply, stubbornly, that what you do shapes people. We believe that too. And we think the people doing that kind of work deserve tools that are worthy of it. BitNova Schools. Run your school the way it was always meant to be run. With clarity, with confidence, and with your attention on the students who actually need it. BitNova Schools. Visit schools.bitnova.co.ke to request a demo.